Welcome everyone to the latest episode of Autocar Quick News, where we bring you the roundup of all the important launches, industry news and highlights from the week gone by. But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all of our latest videos. This week we've got plenty of news from Hyundai. You see, Hyundai has not only revealed the facelifted Verna for India, it has also come out with some new information for the next-gen Creta and has also dropped teasers for the next-gen Elantra. Let's start with the Verna facelift, which is set to be launched in the coming weeks. The wraps are off the India-spec 2020 Hyundai Verna facelift, and changes on the outside include reshaped LED headlights with DRLs, the addition of the sizable chrome-heavy cascading grille, and a redesigned front bumper with a brushed aluminium insert for the lip. On the inside, the Hyundai Verna facelift is equipped with a 4.2-inch color TFT screen for the part digital instrument cluster. Also expected to be part of the equipment list is a larger 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. The Verna facelift gets new BS6-compliant 1.5-litre petrol and diesel engines. In addition to a 6-speed manual gearbox, the petrol will get the option of a CVT automatic, while the diesel will be available with the option of a 6-speed torque converter automatic. Hyundai will also offer a sportier Verna Turbo with a 1-litre turbo petrol engine mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. It will only be available in the fully loaded SXO trim and will get a black chrome grille, a black interior with red accents, front parking sensors and paddle shifters. Bookings for the Verna facelift are now open online and at Hyundai dealerships for an amount of ₹25,000, with the launch set to take place in the coming weeks. Before the Verna facelift is launched, Hyundai will introduce the much-awaited second-gen Creta in India. In what will come as welcome news for those who can't wait to get their hands on one, the Creta's launch has been brought forward by a day's time to March 16, and Hyundai has also confirmed it has received well over 10,000 bookings for the second-gen SUV in just a week since order books were opened. It wasn't too long ago that Hyundai rolled out a comprehensive update for the current-gen Elantra. Now, first pictures of the all-new Hyundai Elantra are out, ahead of its world premiere next week. While most Hyundai cars are now based on the company's sensuous sportiness design theme, the new Elantra ditches that in favor of what Hyundai calls its new parametric dynamics design language. Without sharing specifics, Hyundai has said the 2021 Elantra is based on a new platform and is longer, lower and wider than the outgoing car. Hyundai has also shared a glimpse of the new Elantra's interior. The design sketch hides details, but what's clearly visible are a 4-spoke steering wheel, like on the new Hyundai i20, as well as a large touchscreen infotainment system which merges into the digital instrument cluster. The all-new Elantra will make its world premiere in the USA on March 18. Over the course of the last few weeks, the coronavirus outbreak has worsened in a number of countries across the globe and has had an adverse effect on all spheres of the automotive universe. After the 2020 Geneva Motor Show was cancelled at the start of March due to the coronavirus threat, the Beijing Auto Show and New York Motor Show have both been postponed as well. Car manufacturers the world over are faced with a challenge as the supply of crucial parts and raw materials from China has taken a hit, which could lead to a production crunch in the time to come. With Italy under lockdown, Lamborghini has decided to keep its production facility closed till March 25, while the Ferrari plant remains open with measures in place to allow for uninterrupted production. Even motorsports has taken a hit, with Formula 1 and MotoGP choosing to postpone the opening rounds of the 2020 season. Closer to home, Volkswagen has chosen to go digital with the launch of the T-Roc SUV on March 18, and Toyota is working on a 360-degree vehicle display on its website, which will let potential buyers check out its models in detail without needing to visit a showroom. Ahead of its unveil early next week, we've now got our hands on some key technical specifications of the all-new Honda City for India, and the numbers make for an interesting read. The all-new City is longer and wider than the outgoing model currently on sale, but has the same wheelbase. It will also have more ground clearance and will be a little bit heavier than the outgoing car. Engine options for the City will include a 119 horsepower 1.5-litre petrol engine and a 100 horsepower 1.5-litre diesel. Gearbox options for the petrol engine will be a 5-speed manual and CVT automatic. 3 petrol manual variants are expected: V, VX and ZX. The top-spec ZX trim is expected to get full LED lighting, a sunroof and 16-inch alloy wheels. More details about the all-new City will be revealed at its official unveil next week, with the launch slated for April. Many of you have been asking us questions about it, and we've now finally got some information on the Mahindra Mirage Petrol, which is set to be launched in the coming months. Powering the Mirage Petrol will be a 1.5-litre turbo petrol engine from Mahindra's new M Stallion engine family. The 1.5-litre TGDI engine slated for the Mirage makes an impressive 163 horsepower and 280 Nm of torque. A 6-speed manual gearbox will be offered as standard, and there will also be a 6-speed automatic. As with the diesel, we expect the Mirage petrol's prices to be bang in between the Ertiga petrols and the Innova Crista petrols. We've also got our hands on first images of the heavily updated BS6-compliant Mahindra Bolero set to be launched in the coming weeks. The refreshed Bolero gets major styling tweaks up front in the form of a new grille, a new bumper and a redesigned bonnet. The headlamps are new as well, and overall the design changes give the Bolero a more premium look than before, and it now also complies with the latest crash test norms. Powering the facelifted Bolero is a 1.5-litre 3-cylinder diesel engine that delivers 71 horsepower. Sources tell us the BS6 Bolero will see a price hike of up to Rs 50,000 over its BS4 counterpart depending on the variant in question. Datsun's entry-level model, the Ready Go, has been on sale for a few years now, and with the BS6 deadline looming large, is set to receive a major update soon. The updated Ready Go will retain the pre-facelift model's overall aesthetic. The tallboy design will stay unchanged. It will have a redesigned front end, as the updated model has to comply with crash test norms and the upcoming pedestrian protection norms as well. Both engine options will be carried over from the current model, but upgraded to be BS6 compliant. Datsun is also expected to add more features to the Ready Go, including a touchscreen infotainment system. Expect prices for the updated Ready Go to be about Rs 10,000 higher than those of the current car. On the two-wheeler front this week, we've got some news from Bajaj, which has not only launched the Dominar 250 but also updated the Pulsar NS 160. Let's start with news on the smaller Dominar, which has been launched at a price of Rs 1.6 lakh. The Dominar 250 borrows its 248.8cc fuel-injected single-cylinder engine from the KTM 250 Duke, but makes less peak power and torque, 27 horsepower and 23.5 Nm. Despite its more relaxed, touring-focused intentions, Bajaj hasn't skimped on giving the bike features and has included a slipper clutch and dual-channel ABS as well. It looks nearly identical to the Dominar 400, save for the narrower fork, narrower tires and smaller disc brakes. It is available in two colors and at Rs 1.6 lakh costs Rs 30,000 less than the bigger Dominar. Bajaj is set to launch the BS6 compliant Pulsar NS 160 in the coming days, and we can now confirm it will be more powerful than the BS4 model. While the new NS 160 will continue to be powered by the same 160.3cc single-cylinder oil-cooled engine, it's likely to receive fuel injection tech, which will bring a small hike in power from 15.5 horsepower to 17 horsepower, which will make the upcoming NS 160 the most powerful bike in its segment. Expect prices for the BS6 Pulsar NS 160 to be announced in the coming days. At the launch of the 2020 Africa Twin, Honda reiterated its plans to expand its big bike lineup in India and also confirmed that its first locally produced big bike will be launched in India sometime next year. So far, Honda has brought its big bikes to India through the CBU route or the CKD route, but the company plans to produce a few of its big bikes using locally sourced components. Unlike CKD and CBU motorcycles, which attract substantial taxes, locally made motorcycles will cost significantly less. Honda hasn't specified which big bike will be produced in India, and the only hint we've got is that the first locally produced big Hondas will be middleweights. Honda is considering eventually achieving 100% localization, and the middleweight motorcycles likely to be introduced first are the CB500X and the Rebel 500. If you're in the market for a new two-wheeler and are looking to bag a great deal on a BS4 model, now is the time to act. You see, dealers are offering some tempting discounts on leftover stocks of BS4 scooters and motorcycles. Here's a look at some of the best deals on offer right now. Honda dealers are offering up to Rs 6,500 off on the Activa 5G, while Hero dealers are handing out discounts of up to Rs 10,000 on the Pleasure Plus, Duet, Maestro and Destiny scooters. Talking about motorcycles, Suzuki is offering a chunky Rs 20,000 off on the Gixxer SF250, while BMW Motorrad is offering up to Rs 70,000 off on the G310R and G310GS. Further up the price ladder, big bike manufacturers such as Ducati, Indian Motorcycle and Triumph are offering discounts of above Rs 1 lakh on select models. Remember, these discounts vary depending on the region and dealer and will only be on offer till BS4 stocks last. For the full list of discounts, head to www.autocarindia.com. And that brings us to the end of this week's Quick News section. Don't forget to tell us what your highlight of this week was. If you think the facelifted Verna has what it takes to go right to the top of its segment, what are your thoughts on the all-new Honda City for India, and of course what you think of this video. Like this video, share it with your friends, Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We'll see you here again next week.